Last week we shared Thomas's poetry on the Neighborhood Mixtape, and it got us inspired. He asked us a simple question: what's your philosophy? And so we want to hear from you. What's your answer to this question, and will you share it with us? You can approach the prompt however you see fit, in terms of life, love, community, or something else. We'd love to include the responses here on the newsletter and on our Instagram page to get a read on what wisdom lies within us. To submit, you can leave us a voicemail at 718-635-1089. You can record a video and tag us on IG, or reply back to this email. We can't wait to hear from you. From the garden spot of the world, Brooklyn, USA, this is Flatbush Mixtape. A community that learns together, stays together. So this Sunday, that's tomorrow. Well, this Sunday. I don't know when you're listening to this. We are going to host our first community training. It's Direct Action 101. There's still time to register if it's not noon on Sunday. You can definitely register and receive the link to join us. So yeah, join us. Come learn the basics and tactics of direct action. This training is going to offer a space for community members to ground in the basics of direct action, explore how to plan a strategic and creative protest based on different points of intervention, and learn some of the fundamentals to assess risk and create safety before, during, and after an action. So like we said, this is a free training. It's open to everyone. The amazing Blackout Collective is going to facilitate this for us, for the Flatbush African Burial Ground Coalition. Like we said, we are so excited and can't wait to have them join us. A little about the Blackout Collective. They're a radical full-service direct action organization. They help build organizations' capacity to execute creative and effective direct actions in service of their organization or organizing and advocacy work. They do this through providing personalized direct action trainings like this one and on-the-ground action support. They see themselves as a liberation lab, a container for experimentation, deep space visioning, and learning. So have you registered yet? Click the button in the email, get the link, register, and we can't wait to see you. So last week we held our last in-person self-care Sunday, but that doesn't mean we're going to stop showing up in your inbox with resources, offerings, and invitations to prioritize self and community care. You know, Self-Care Sunday is not just an event, it's a mindset we hope to help each other cultivate. So to help you relax, rest, and reset, our dear friend Rebecca Schulman is offering her signature workshop. It's for free this weekend, and we're all invited. It's called Guided Rest to Reset Your Nervous System. And I first experienced this workshop in the spring of last year at the height of, collective uncertainty. And it really helped me power down and shift into an empowered perspective of rest and rejuvenation. I'm just excited that we're able to do this together. So I hope that you all will join. In this workshop, you will release stress held in your body, deactivate your fight, flight, freeze response, get a booster shot of sleep with a yoga nidra guided meditation, which feels like a whole nap. And you'll wake feeling relaxed, refreshed, and clear-minded. So some things you'll need are a comfortable place to lie on your back. Could be the bed or floor. Pillows and blankets for support. And a glass of water. You'll be guided to slow down, breathe, and make space for yourself to just be. You'll learn easy exercises to help you prepare for better sleep at night, wake up without the morning blues, or simply unwind throughout the day. If you're feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, restless, anxious, or lethargic, this workshop is for you. So click the link below, click the link in the newsletter to join the live workshop this Sunday, October 24th at 4 p.m. You can also visit Rebecca's website to learn more about her weekly guided rest sessions, and her Brooklyn-based swaddling practice. All right, welcome to the neighborhood mixtape portion of this audio newsletter. This mixtape is a place for Flatbush neighbors to be seen and heard. Self-expression is one of our most valuable gifts, and the ways in which we use our voices, whether that's, audibly or with our hands, speaking, writing, dancing, movement, whatever ways we use our voices, get to be acknowledged and honored and celebrated. And we especially love to pass the mic to those of us who dominant culture underrepresent, undervalue, and underestimate. We overcome by remixing the narrative.
The track you're about to hear is from a good friend of ours, local poet Thomas Hankins. He wrote a book called Face Mask Philosophy, which is a collection of poems based on his life. In it, he says, "The pandemic has brought out the best and worst aspects of humanity. These collection of poems are of the author's personal journey as he experiences both, from within others and himself. As the seasons change, he's forced to address his previous traumas and current potential while he comes to grips with his identity. Although these poems are personal, readers that agree to follow his journey may discover more about themselves in the process. As they finish the final line, the author has one question he'd like them to consider. What's your philosophy?"
Your dream lives on. I hope I see you in my dreams, where your favorite fish swim down the pond, and the summer wind balances out the humidity. We'd message each other, making plans to meet, but this time we'll follow through. We'd likely arrange to hang in Coney Island, but Pennsylvania suddenly feels worth the dreaded traffic. You'd gripe about some troll on Facebook, but at least he bought your book. How many more before you become a bestseller? What about the sequel? I get first dibs, right? But now the fish feels abstract, and the ground below me lost its sturdiness. If you can hear me, just know that I'm sorry. I didn't know we've had one last summer, that a month later you speak your last words. I flew out of state, you drifted higher. It made sense, but it still didn't. I knew your time was limited. The Reaper leaned his ear against your door. But I thought he'd wait a bit longer, long enough for me to think of you, so you'd have time to ignore your mortality, to see you were wrong, that your books would reach continents and fans would get a signed copy of your sequel, an inspiration for young boys and girls who look like us. Was that too much to ask? A question the universe will never answer. You'd nod if you could, but only due to my own awareness. Your free will sounds like my thoughts. You're no longer you, so I should go. But let's talk again soon.
Thanks, Thomas. What's your philosophy? I'm definitely going to ponder that question this week. So if you feel moved, definitely check out the link to purchase Thomas's book if that's accessible to you. You can also tell a friend, say a prayer, be inspired, and or submit to share next. We would love to feature you. All right, so we've reached the end of the newsletter, of this audio. Thank you so much for reading. Thank you so much for listening. If you have questions, send us a reply. If you enjoyed it, please forward this newsletter to a neighbor and encourage them to subscribe. We are so grateful for you. We hope that this brings you joy. And, third time's a charm. This is our third time doing this, and we look forward to continuing. So like we said in the beginning, if you have a response to the question, what's your philosophy? We would love to hear from you. Get in touch with us. We want to hear your voice. All right, take care, Flatbush.